Riggs Eckelberry is the president, CEO, and chairman of OriginClear. OriginClear is a, I don't know whether to call it a technology company or environmental company.
He also won Dancing with the Stars. Not many people know that.
Yes, and he started with Mike Myers for many years in the Austin Powers features. But yeah, Riggs Eckelberry, of course, publicly traded company, OOIL, breakthrough water cleanup technology, and of course they have this innovative technology that helps us to reclaim our most precious resource, which is, of course, and the people said,
water.
Water.
Yeah, water.
So they've been able to do reuse from oil and gas. They can harvest algae, one of the world's most valuable crops.
That's great.
They can take out contaminants and bacteria out of wastewater
with their hands.
Yeah,
that's how good they are.
They were, their technology was used in the Santa Barbara oil spill, and of course what they do is also able to probably solve California's drought with the agriculture.
It's huge.
But what's really interesting here is sort of what we all put together here in the Jump Television studios, along with Riggs's brother, Stephen Eckelberry, who's a fantastic videographer and a great editor. We've been able to put together a documentary about OriginClear. Riggs, great to have you out of sunny actually Los Angeles, which is probably crappy and gray like it is down here in San Diego.
And I deny that I had anything to do with Dr. Evil or Evil. None of the above.
Dancing with the Stars?
By the way, you can't see that there, but Riggs is really about 6. What are you, 6'6"?
About 6'5".
He's 6'6" when he blow dries.
Yeah, completely wet.
Yeah, when he blow dries it up.
I get it.
So listen, before we start, obviously you've been on before, and we've talked to you a number of times here, Riggs, and you are the blue economy expert. This blue economy is sort of a new dynamic here with respect to economic drivers. We saw the clean tech sector, which you arguably are part of. But now the blue sector. Talk about the blue sector real quick before we get into the trailer.
I will talk about the blue sector, and next door the sprinklers just went on.
Perfect.
This is what that's clean water.
That's okay. It's all live TV, right?
Yeah, this is why we need you, Riggs, is because we want to show what people do when they're wasting water next door. What does a guy like Riggs do?
And in California, it's after 5, so you are allowed to water your
turn
yard.
off that sprinkler now. Okay, I've done my bit first.
Curmudgeon.
Get off the lawn, you stupid kids!
All right.
So
anyway,
so let's talk a little bit about what you guys do and as it relates to the blue economy. Let's get into the documentary.
Yeah, well, so here's the situation. The documentary, which we'll play a trailer shortly, is all about the current situation, which is dire. People should not be sprinkling their lawns, for example.
Yeah.
And it shows that quite dramatically. And a potential part of the solution, which is reclamation, and we focus in on specifically the oil industry and what it can do to reclaim those 75 billion gallons a year that they throw away after they produce it from the wells.
Yeah, so reclamation is a big piece of this, though, Riggs, right? I mean, if we think about this, reclamation is probably the biggest piece of what you folks do.
Our technology adds up to that. Now, to answer your earlier question, we are a pure technology company. What we're doing here is highlighting these opportunities for our licensees. What we're doing in Oklahoma City right now, the team left this morning to clean up a flood water damage. We'd like to tool up to do the Houston thing, which is a huge floods. We're tooling up for the Santa Barbara thing. There's huge opportunities there. We're again working with our partners with relation to the largest emergency services network in the country.
All right, so let's describe the documentary here, because what's interesting about this is that it really breaks down the water problem. It breaks down the problem with the oil industry, because the oil industry is not really the oil industry, it's really the water industry, because it takes twice as much water to
get out a gallon,
to get out a gallon of oil. But let's talk about it a little bit. Riggs, what are we about to see here?
What you're about to see again is this dramatic intro, the way things are, and a potential solution. And the longer documentary will be posted through, of course, OriginClear, on your website, and of course on your show.
I will tweet it. And in the 3 short weeks we've been on the air here on Brew, we have 9,800 Twitter followers that quickly.
Yeah.
So we'll tweet out the link there, and we'll also do it over at Big Biz Show or Big Biz Radio. But let's take a look at it, guys. Let's roll that. The documentary for OriginClear, breakthrough water cleanup technology. Gentlemen.
We're in an extreme drought. It's the 3rd driest year in 105 years.
California supplies half of the nation's fresh fruits and vegetables.
We haven't had water in our ponds for close to 2 years now.
Our groundwater supply is meant to be replenished every year.
You're going to see more land taken out.
It's like living on a savings account. How long could you live off your savings account if you didn't put anything in the bank?
30, 40, 50% of the fluid that comes out of an oil well is water.
About 8 barrels of water with every barrel of oil. That's a lot of water.
They built the facilities to filter the water good enough that we could put it on our crops.
The reality is that the water's got contaminants in it.
Right now, the focus is on water cleanup. The topic is exploding.
I have to live here also and drink the water, and my kids do.
So there is, so yeah, fantastic stuff, Riggs, and great job. Hats off to Chris Janikis and Curtis Matovich and David Komatoy and
over to
Stephen
History
Eckelberry.
Channel, all that.
Yeah,
That's
well, yeah,
good
you'll see.
stuff.
You're going to see this everywhere. You're going to see it over on a couple of networks, wide here. But yeah, with respect to that, Riggs, well done, and we can't wait to see this thing over on. We can't wait to see this thing over on U2 America here when it comes out here. And I know that the guys are putting the final touches on it. So well done. Nice job, Riggs.
Thank you very much.
I can tell you this, OriginClear, breakthrough water cleanup technology, stock symbol OOIL, originclear.com.